Being able to represent yourself as who you are helps others to speak for themselves.
I'll say, as I know right now, the Star Trek and Marvel units are connected, but there is the multiverse, so you never know.
Who's her? You know her. Don't pretend you don't.
I know her. I've known her my whole life, literally. So,
are you going to toss it off to me again?
I mean, no. I'm tossing it to Janora. Janora is going to have to introduce herself.
Ladies' Day.
Yes.
Wait.
I don't think there's a video game that simulates what it's like to have a family.
Definitely simulation game.
Are you kidding? I get left burned on fire. My mom leaves the stove on. That ain't a family. My house burns down half the time.
That's exactly what that's supposed to be.
Big John, what up, man?
I play a hater. What you doing?
None at all. Still trying to wake up from last night.
Bro, we get up so late, man. I shoot. You see this big thing of coffee? It's huge.
Shoot, I got my bowl of spaghetti.
That's your energy booster for the day.
Yeah.
What you doing? What's going on?
Not too much. Did you play Lemnis Gate yet?
No, sir. I'll be honest with you. I haven't touched hardly anything except New World.
How is that?
It's fucking amazing. You should buy it right now. Go ahead.
I mean, I keep looking at it, but the problem
No. Open your Steam. Open your Steam. Go to Pay Now, Purchase for Myself. And then you click it, and then you join my server, and you get on our clan. Because I got 16 members already. So.
All right. Because I keep like
it's really good, man. It's top tier. I think you'd like it, Jatovi. Oh, what's up, Nivix? You got someone in the chat. How late were they on? I don't know. I hopped off at 9 by like 9:15 my time.
Yeah, we got off at I think roughly about 12 o'clock.
But you kept streaming I Am Fish for a while. I snuck in there and lurked for a little bit. That damn game is
freaking addictive, and it's
right.
Hard.
That's right. But no, you should really get it. I mean, I know games are all over the place. I don't know, your money situation, but it's $40. There's no sub fee, so once you buy it, you own it.
Okay.
So
but I mean, like I said, I keep reading about the server issues where
there is no. It's all gone. That's over
really
and done with. Yep.
Okay.
I can actually share my screen here if you want to see a little bit of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Let me get it pulled up. I would really recommend it. I know I've said a bunch of games, but the game's been out over a week, and I already have over 60 hours. So if that gives you an idea,
because
I haven't played anything else. Like there's a lot of other titles that have come out. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Like Battle 2042 beta is this weekend.
Yeah,
and I don't even have it downloaded because I just don't care.
Because I just started Scarlet Nexus.
I understand that's a fun one. If you like anime, you're really gonna enjoy it. It's a lot of dialogue. But New World, baby. All I want to do is cut trees and mine rocks. And it's fun. It's popping. It's a blast, dude. It's like Valheim. They took pieces of a bunch of different games, and put it all together. It's got pieces of BDO in there. It's got pieces of Valheim in there. It's got characteristics of WoW in there. It's got characteristics of Final Fantasy 14 in there.
Okay.
Like it just takes a bunch of different games. Here, I'll share. Yeah, I got you. 1 second. It's doing that whole thingamajigin.
Yeah.
I got you. Share screen. Don't show these tips again. Share audio. Screen 1. Boom. There we go. Got it.
All right, because I'm curious about this.
All right, so I'm gonna log in. I'm already level 28, which is not bad because the grind in this game is real. You don't just fly. I mean, there's people that have already done it, but those are no lifers, is what we call them.
Yeah. Because everything, I mean, when I sit and watch some of the animations and the graphics of it, it looks phenomenal. It looks great.
All right, we're in. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Stuff. So you got also there's achievements, and when you complete certain achievements, you can get like special titles.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool. So you can kind of show off your rewards. So so here is the UI, the main screen. Look at this. This is in game.
Okay. I mean, it looks phenomenal.
I'm showing you the graphics. That's kind of what I'm showing you right now. Just how it looks. So let's show you some fighting.
You're an archer?
I'm an archer and a hatchet. So I got some range, and then my whole thing is I'm DPS, and I can also tank if I need to.
Okay.
But I use my bow to apply the poison. As the enemy is running towards me, I apply some more arrows, and then it gets to me, and I switch to my hatchet, and then I fuck it up when it gets close to me. You get the gist? It works. So here's the links. I'm going to target this with a bow. Oh my God, don't talk about it. But I do a lot of damage with my bow.
Yeah.
So it might not even make it to me. So that's kind of like the comment with the bow. So it's first person. I actually like this better than like clicking on the abilities because I feel more involved. And you have roles, and you can do that. And you have also another thing is your equipment's based on like what you're wearing. So I'm wearing a bunch of light, medium stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a medium equip load. So like while wearing medium weight armor, your dodge is a quick hop. You deal 10% bonus damage and healing. Crowd control debuffs apply, last 10% longer. And then you got heavy, light, and encumbered. And encumbered means you move slow.
How much can you carry before you are encumbered?
Well, you can. One of the biggest commodities in this game is bags, and I mean they are expensive. So right here, I have this one bag. It allows me to see it says plus 50 encumbrance.
Yeah.
So right up here, I have 250 as my max, and I'm at 135 pounds right now because I have a bunch of stuff in here. Some rawhide. Just these 75 rawhides weigh 15 pounds. But I don't need some of this stuff. So I'm going to salvage it. And what salvage it in this game is, on other ones, you salvage it for materials. But in this one, you salvage it for repair points. So you stock repair points. So instead of spending materials to repair your gear, you just have like repair kits or repair points. And you literally can just go down here and click repair all. And then it just repairs all your gear at once.
Okay.
Kind of cool. And I mean, they have stuff from leatherworking, woodworking, stone cutting, alchemy and arcana, craft mods, fishing, cooking, basic food, utilities, refining regions, tools, smelting. Like here, let's see if I can get to one of the main camps real quick so I can show you the cities. So, okay, here's the main map. In this game, there are 3 factions. You have the Syndicate. You have, which is purple. So right here, I'm Syndicate because they're the superior race. Faction, not race. Yellow is Covenant, and they're pretty much like they go to church every Sunday. That's who they are. And then you have the Marauders, and they're like the Marine Corps. I kill, I shoot. 2 + 2, I do not know, but I shoot, I kill. So that's kind of how the factions work. So you got basically the intellectuals, the religions, and then the meatheads. So that's how that works. And then if you choose, so since I'm a part of the Syndicate, if I'm in an area controlled by the Syndicate, I get bonuses because that area is controlled by the faction that I'm a part of. So a lot of the times you want to try to quest and do all this kind of stuff in the area that you're a part of because it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
If I go to an area controlled by a different faction, I'm going to get charged more for crafting. In this game, there's taxes, Jatovi. You have to pay taxes.
Okay.
You can become a mayor of a town. You can own property in towns. You can own forts in this game. And if like you control a zone, it has your symbol for your whole company. So it also displays that, and you're also in charge of the town, and you're in charge of fronting the money to improve that said town. And this affects the entire world, not just a few people in the zone. So like anyone from another zone can come to this town and use the stuff in your thing. But what's cool about when people come to your town and use, so here, let's go to one of the towns. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, I can't even. We're just going to head to the main town real quick.
So
I'll just
can
run
you
there.
take over other towns? And
Yes, it comes up. It calls invasions, and they happen a couple times a day, where a guild has the opportunity to try to take another town from another company.
Okay.
And they're wars. My bad, wars, and they're 50 on 50, and it's in like a separate server thing. So, because if they had too many people in there, it would be too laggy, and they're having lag issues right now with the wars because it's 100 people. But as far as like in-game PvP, and by the way, this game is really cool. You can literally go to town, hit your U button, turn your PvP on. You can go out and do PvP. You can come back to the town, hit U, turn it off with just the click of a button. The only thing you have to be is inside of a town. So literally at the click of a button, someone can just choose to go do PvP or PvE. I think that's really cool. So like if I'm going to go out and just farm materials, I'll turn the PvP off because I don't want to be sitting here cutting a tree and get ganked by 4 suckers from behind me while I'm cutting a tree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I want to go out and I'm like, I don't mind if some people attack me, or I'll keep my eye out, I'll turn PvP on. But when I go out, man, I'm watching my back and shit because you never fucking know. Because like for instance, there's this guy out here in the middle of nowhere, and since his symbol is yellow, that means he's part of the Covenant. You always can tell what faction they are by what color the symbol is above them. You can't see mine, but I have purple, and then I have my clan symbol. So here's our company. We have 15 members. It lets you know they're online. There's ranks and stuff, so you can assign governor, consul, officers, settlers, and it comes with different, benefits based on what rank you are.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a treasury. We've saved up 7,600 gold, and let me tell you, that's no easy thing. I've been playing this for a week with a lot of grinding hours, and we only got 7K. So gold is
how do you get the gold? Is it just
completing quest? There's an entire market on this game, so think the stock market thing, and people in there and just like saying, I'll 50 gold bars for 25 gold. It's 5 gold cheaper than schmuck over here. That's kind of, and so you can play the market. There's people on here who aren't even grinding. They're only grinding the crafting so they can play the markets, and they can have so much gold, but they could be level 12. Like this guy right here. He could have hundreds of hours, Jatovi, and he didn't even level. All he did was just farm crafting. This game is built to, this is literally the truth. Play your way.
okay?
Do you not want to level? Fine. You can go and cut rocks. You can trim rocks forever. I got a couple people in the crafting that grinded out mining. They're already level 100 past mining. So they're able to make like really good stuff that they can't even use. But that's because they chose to grind it out. But because they chose to grind it out, they're getting access to really rare metals. So they take those real metals and they go put them on the market because there's people out there that don't want to grind the metals. So what do? They just buy what they need.
Okay.
Right? Because there's people out there that would rather just pay someone to do the job rather than do the job themselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people like that. So it's a way to make money. So there's different ways to play this game.
Okay.
And that in itself is just extremely interesting.
I mean, you can definitely build a community around that.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm already am. That's why I'm gonna get you in here, baby.
So
I'm already playing late, so like we could, what's up?
yeah, I play late too. I sit there and play in the middle of the night.
I know.
You play till 2 or 3 in the morning. No doubt.
He needs to get on this, and then he won't play another game. That's what's gonna happen. You buying it right now, Jatovi? Did you hit purchase?
No, I didn't hit purchase yet. I'm just about to. But
I got you.
What? He's not gonna play the space game no more?
Oh, he's over that. This is his new one.
Tharsis
He just doesn't know it yet.
Tharsis is my guilty pleasure. That thing, I play that, and I need to relieve some stress. Let the ship blow up.
Right.
Oh, you want the ship to blow up?
You can't stop it. That Joker.
You need to get in here, baby.
He's trying to find a way to get the ship to blow up. That ain't right.
So with this, Like, what are the type of quests can you go on?
Well, I mean, that's kind of like a broad question to tell me.
Well,
I mean, it's whatever. Like, they don't have dragons in the game, so there's nothing like that. But there's stuff like corruption and blight and warped humans. You know, it's like this land is called Eternum, and one of the things special to this island that we're all on, because it's one big island. So here is this is a big island. So think of this as a big old freaking island.
okay.
And as I told you earlier, Mark, all these colors means this is 3 different factions in this game. You have the yellows faction, which are basically, you could say, is religion.
Okay.
The purple faction, which is syndicate, you could basically say is philosophers. And you could say the green, which is marauders, are basically just the Marine Corps. Meat HUDs, go in first, fire away. All right, how many died? Send in more. That's what they are. So that's what that means. And these are controlled. The reason these areas are gray is because no one's claimed them yet. And that's because they're very high level. Because like max level in this game is 60. So think about this: the people in our world haven't even really maxed out stuff yet.
And how far have you gotten, John?
I am level 28.
28.
Yes, sir.
And the maximum is 60, you said?
Maximum is 60. And
Yeah.
I already have over 60 hours.
They'll, they're going to put in a patch and up that level because that's the same thing they do in every game.
Oh, well, eventually. But right now, they're just going to focus on stability, trying to get some balances issues
Yeah.
and some fixes. And so far, they've been on it. And I know there's been this stuff about the server issues, but they are freaking gone. I don't even have a queue hardly anymore.
What about bricking the machines? Because that's another thing that
Well, I mean, if you, it's happening on certain cards. And I'll tell you right now, I stream at 720p, and with my card, I don't have a separate computer. I use one computer, and I have no issues. I mean, I've lowered some graphics, but look at this. Can you even tell? I lowered anything?
No, it looks like great graphics.
I lowered stuff that doesn't really matter that you don't run into. I lowered water.
You lowered the
Water. Water's on low because you hardly ever see it.
I'm curious if it has to deal with anything with the ray tracing because that's the big push right now.
Well, what cards you have?
I mean, I'm using a 2060 Super.
Oh yeah, dude, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I'm using AMD, bro. So like, I'm not even on NVIDIA. I don't like NVIDIA. I think it's overrated. It's too expensive. I like AMD, bro. I got an AMD processor and a graphics card.
Hey, this game looks like.
But Corsair power supply.
Hey, Jacoby, how did the great Facebook collapse impact the gaming world?
Not too much because most people it doesn't really affect gaming too much if Facebook goes down because I mean you can still game.
Yeah, the only thing that it did affect were those people who own an Oculus. Just because Oculus is owned by Facebook and you have to have a Facebook account to play your Oculus games. Some people have reported that some of their games were deleted. Outside of that, I mean, there are different apps you can or side loads that you can put on the Oculus Quest to take away the connection between Facebook. But yeah, I mean, the only thing that happened was, people were having troubles with the Oculus Quest 2. I didn't even play mine that day. So,
because doesn't Facebook also own? Don't they also own Twitch?
Facebook? No.
No. That's Amazon.
Amazon owns Twitch.
Amazon Twitch. Okay.
Yeah, Amazon owns Twitch.
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos is in it. So
I called him yesterday. And I was like, "Hey, bro, you better up my drops.
So we just
Better get better gear."
I know you got a personal relationship, so we just Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp.
Mhm.
Yeah, gamers don't really care about
He
it.
wants to take us to space with him.
I mean, coming off that Shatner interview yesterday,
Right.
that mess was hilarious. He was talking about inseminating space.
He's about inseminating space.
Or is he just going to let it float out into space, ejaculate into space? Look, it's floating.
No, because of the way the rocket looks that he's going up in.
Oh. I thought you said inseminate,
Yeah, that's what he kept saying when he was in that interview. Inseminate space.
Well, wasn't that what Captain Kirk was known for? I thought he only had like about 100 girlfriends.
Yeah, all
of various alien species.
Be honest, Mark. Would you not get down with some alien? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it depends on how they look.
There were
Like,
some
if
hot
there's-
aliens on that show. I'm not gonna lie. There were some hot aliens on
Like,
that show.
okay, for instance, Fifth Element, the blue bitch that sings on the stage.
And I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the one that was like,
Or what about Total Recall, the one with 3 tits? I mean, bruh.
yeah. No, and I'm also trying to remember the one that was like in this Roman environment. That was an episode on Star Trek too. She was like in this Roman kind of environment.
Live it out, bro. I watch those movies and go to sleep immediately. You know what I mean? Because what happens in my dream stays in my dream.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
It stays in his dreams. Speaking of staying in your dreams, you know, did y'all know that a major game helped catch some crooks in London?
What game?
Assassin's Creed.
Nope. A gang of British car thieves were arrested after being caught using a device disguised as a Nintendo Game Boy, which was designed to bypass the security systems on modern cars. As the BBC reports, the device, worth around US dollars 27,000, is able to not just get past the car's security, but also start the engine as well. This allows the thieves to quickly drive off with the stolen vehicle. In this case, the device was hidden inside a fake Game Boy case, specifically the kind of fake Supreme case that's incredibly popular on sites like Wish and Taibo, and which you often find shipping with 400 bootleg games crammed onto its onboard memory. So they definitely, they got caught with it. But,
That's pretty interesting. I mean, give me a steering wheel on the video game. I mean,
Right.
you drive with the D-pad.
Apparently, the thieves were caught after stealing a Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV when they were captured on CCTV, allowing local police to identify them. Once caught while driving one of their own cars, not a stolen one, officers not only found the Game Boy hidden inside a secret compartment of the car, but also footage on one of the thieves' phones showing the device in action, complete with commentary. So they were giving commentary while they were stealing it.
Interesting.
Wow, that's really cool.
This story gets worse. Detective Inspector
We like
Vicky
work.
Nessie from Yorkshire Police told the BBC the utter disregard they had for the victims, whose hard-earned vehicles were whisked away in seconds, is totally apparent from the flippant tone heard on the video footage we recovered from one of their phones. While a device like this seems like something out of a video game, allowing thieves to just walk up to any car and steal it, each one of these has to be heavily tailored to match the security and coding of a particular vehicle. So yeah, these folks had too much time on their hands.
So this sounds like a real-life version of Bait Car.
A real life version of what?
Bait Car. I don't know if you've seen Bait Car. Bait Car is hilarious because yes, it's a staged thing for the most part, and they put the police put a car out there. They set up where somebody walks out, and if somebody comes in and takes the car, then they'll shut the car down, and you get to hear all the cameras on the inside. It's pretty funny. That's Bait Car.
Bait car.
Bait car.
Bait
Bait car.
It's bait car.
But yeah, it's hilarious. You sit there and watch, you just laugh and laugh and laugh. There was one dude. So after they catch the people, and they'll sit them on the outside and they'll ask them questions. And they asked this one guy, they said, okay, why'd you get in a car that you knew wasn't yours? Where were you driving to? What was going on? The guy said, well, I knew how it felt to have your car stolen. So I was taking the car to the police station.
Man, that's genius, bro. He got out of that quick. I bet the cop was like, "You're right, man. You have a good day.
I'm gonna let you go.
I'm gonna let you go, sir."
Hey, Jacoby, we were just talking about Twitch, and apparently Twitch got jammed this week too.
Yes, they had a huge
Twitch,
leak.
the popular Amazon-owned video game streaming service, has suffered an enormous data breach with reams of sensitive company files shared online. Some of the files viewed by NBC News include apparent payment information for tens of at least hundreds of thousands of streamers. So they might have your information. Twitch is massively popular among the legion of video gamers who stream themselves or esports competitions. Around 7 million users stream videos on Twitch every month, the company says, and streamers have the option to monetize their videos with payments dependent on their viewership, and Amazon did purchase the company for a whopping $970 million in 2014.
I mean, if they found my information, if they can just drop some money in there because I'm broke, I got stuff to pay for. That's all they. If you try and rob me, you practicing.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, well, I told you that every time I go to the ATM starts laughing at me.
Shoot. ATM thinks I misspelled something.
It starts laughing at me. It's going like.
So, actually, speaking of Twitch and the monetization and everything, I will admit, I'm more and more a fan of Pokemon or Pokemon, however she says it, or however it's pronounced.
Pokemon.
Yeah, because
I can't wait for the Arceus come out. The open world.
I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the streamer.
Oh,
the streaker.
Oh my gosh! Why? Because she's pretty. She is pretty.
No. I don't care about all that. No, the coolest thing.
She's okay.
I really enjoy the fact that her being a big time streamer would go to smaller streamers and give them money. I did enjoy that, and there's some other streamers that have done that. But one of the things that she put out today, because her information was it was information that got taken from Twitch, and people realized how much money that she's been making.
Yeah.
And people have claimed that she's been making millions upon millions. Well, she's not, and that got released. And she said that she's quit taking donations and has recommended that people don't subscribe to her channel because she wants those individuals to keep their money and spend it on something that they could use elsewhere, because she is making enough off of her advertisers and her other financial stuff that she doesn't want people.
She was in Free Guy.
Yeah. So I thought was actually very admirable, because you don't have that many streamers out there, even those big time streamers, telling their fan base, don't subscribe, keep your money. So
she has that ability. Like, I'm not going to say that for a long time.
Yeah. John, so, I appreciate her doing that.
And speaking of which, John, you told me, because I actually was in the Clubhouse app earlier, and there was a young lady that was talking about ways to monetize your content, and one of them was one that surprised me, because she said to go and that you could become an ambassador, and I knew you could become an ambassador on Amazon. I'm actually in the process of trying to. Well, I'm now considered an influencer, and I'm trying to become a live streamer on Amazon. But I was just wondering but a new one is coming out of the dating world, because apparently this young lady that was on Clubhouse was talking about you can be an ambassador on Meet Me. And I've always thought of Meet Me as being a dating app.
You can be an ambassador for any company that pays you.
Right? Yeah.
Well, apparently,
represent some cups.
Apparently they have got a whole ambassador program, and that you can make money by streaming with them and recruiting other people to join you. The top streamers over at Meet Me earned over $100 per hour, according to somebody last year. So, I mean, that's like, well, I guess $100 an hour could be a lot, depending on how many streams you're doing. But yeah, I had never thought of Meet Me as being that. By the way, on the Twitch attack, they did say that an anonymous user said that they were going after Twitch because of its toxic cesspool. So on Wednesday evening, an anonymous user posted a link to download the files to the web forum 4chan, claiming that the intention was to attack Twitch because of its stranglehold on the video game streaming industry. And their quote is, "Their community is also a disgusting, toxic cesspool. So to foster more disruption and competition in the online video streaming space, we have completely pawned them," is what the leaker wrote.
That could be anywhere. That doesn't make a fucking point. We're going to place it as toxic by being toxic.
Yeah.
It's a childish move that it doesn't represent anything. To me, they're cowards.
Have they been to OnlyFans?
Like, there's a million other sites they could attack for toxicity.
Yeah.
And if they really want to attack someone for toxicity, attack Riot.
I mean, you got
League of Legends is the worst.
Well, I guess they were doing this because
every freaking
Fortnite
you could jump into.
No,
I mean,
I got
come
Fortnite,
on.
Smash. I mean, WoW even got
Twitch.
toxic.
Yeah, but apparently the LGBTQ streamers and streamers of color had organized a day off Twitch boycott last week. So I guess there's been a lot of complaints against Twitch about harassment. What, you didn't take off a day of Twitch last month, Toby?
No,
They're not going to be able to stop all the harassment. It's going to be up to the streamers to block and ban. They're just going to have to keep doing it.
Yeah, because
What a dumb thing to cry about.
it's good to bring up the issue, but take the fight where it needs to go. Because you can work with Twitch and work with other communities to actually fight that. But you're not going to end the toxicity that's on Twitch by leaving Twitch.
Yeah, there's always going to be hate. I mean, come on.
The same thing with YouTube. You're not going to end the toxicity in YouTube by leaving YouTube. What you've got to do is you've got to somehow force the company's hand to actually attack and do better. Twitch is trying. I'll give it to them. They can do more, but they're trying. Some of the game developers are trying. They're fighting hard, but heck, Rocket League. You can sit there and troll somebody hitting what a save the whole time, and it really begins to tick people off.
Yeah.
What do? You take that away now. Now in the game, you can have somebody on a team smurfing smurfing your team or trying to lose on purpose.
For me, I feel like it's just everybody's trying to create. I mean, I understand be kind to one another, but it's okay. It's okay. I think it's okay sometimes to be a little bit like, let's go, dog. Come on, what you got? Let's fucking play this game. Bring it.
So yeah,
I think some people I hate to say it, but like, not like sensitivity, but like, I feel like everybody just wants this freaking world. Like everyone's just fucking like happy. Oh, hello. How are you doing today? I'm not angry at nothing. Like, think of everybody that's held in their emotion. There's fucking serial killers.
There's a balance. And we've gotten to a point where and I'll agree with some of the oversensitivity.
Right.
And there's just a balance there, and we forget that balance. And we have a group that's gone, I don't care about the balance, so I'm going to say everything under the sun to tick people off to prove that you're being too soft.
Oh, I don't like what such and such said. Let's cancel them, But then you have also the group that, hey, if you say anything in any way, it's going to you're screwed
under the sun. So
you're screwed.
Totally messed up. Hey,
and those two are your two loudest groups, where you have the majority of the people that are like, okay, well, in basketball, if they're playing basketball, talking junk is basketball. In the NFL, these people are when they score a touchdown, it's okay to celebrate. We understand that they're not really the other team, but the NFL being a prime example and the NBA being another example, you're taking you're making it the no fun league by penalizing people.
I hate those anti-taunting rules.
The anti-taunting rules go over the top. You can tell when somebody's taunting and really pushing the envelope.
Right.
But we don't need to kill everything just to make it a super safe space.
Just because somebody's doing a dance does not mean that they're taunting you.
Yeah, you can never. There's never going to be this super safe space. So we've got to come back to this balance on things.
Oh, I agree. Speaking of balance, we're going to do a special live stream, since apparently they're doing a special live stream on next Friday, because apparently a very popular game that was supposed to be done earlier is going to do a 20-minute live stream on October 15th. Apparently Animal Crossing is coming with a live stream with Brewster and the Roots. So if you got kids and you want to do that, they're apparently doing it on Friday, October 15th at 10 a.m. Nintendo announced that yesterday, and they were supposed to have done it, I think.
I've never played the game, but I know people are gonna freak because it's huge.
Which one?
Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah.
They're doing a 20-minute live stream on a week from tomorrow.
I mean, they also have on October, it's either the 17th or the 18th, is when the new Smash character Sora is getting released. Which I was excited that it was Sora that they chose from Kingdom Hearts. So that would be kind of cool. But then Nintendo Nickelodeon has their Brawl Stars, I think is what it's called, or Brawl something, which is basically a rip off of Smash Brothers that's coming out. Okay, I'm lost at where you are, John. I can't see you. There you go.
Sorry, I still knew what I was doing. My bad.
I may pick this game up.
Yeah, there's no reason you shouldn't. Let's play it, bro. Get down right now.
I am curious.
I will guide you down the path of righteousness.
Have you ever heard of this series? Apparently, they're supposed to be very terrifying. I'm just going through articles and everything, but it sounds quite interesting. Maybe we should have brought it up yesterday when we were talking about horror, but there's something called Squid Game.
Oh, yeah. Squid Game is a Netflix show.
Okay.
It is now.
Oh, it is amazing.
I have yet to watch it. I want to watch Squid Game.
That's why I haven't watched Star Wars Visions, bro.
Oh my gosh, Visions was phenomenal.
I know, I agree, but there's reasons I haven't. Squid Game is top tier television.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
It's
watch
a mind fuck.
Well, you know they created a VR version. One of the games in Squid
Like
Game.
it's anxiety inducing. The show is. I won't lie.
Okay. I'll probably check it out tonight because I gotta wait on.
Oh, dude, you'll get hooked. We started it and we watched it in a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Jacoby and John, apparently, because they ranked them, they rank everything, and this is a site called Polygon ranked them. So there are games within this TV series.
Yep.
Because they ranked the games within this series. So number 7 was something called Hog.
And Mark, let's not read those yet because I haven't watched the show yet.
I'm sorry, you said you hadn't watched the show. I will not read
I haven't
them.
watched the show yet.
Yeah, don't spoil it for him because
I'm not gonna spoil
if he spoils anything, he'll ruin it because that's like one of the greatest things about it. It's like what happens. You're like, whoa.
We will not mention those.
I
will
will
get on that
say-
page right now.
A really cool thing about that show is you heard about the writer. Evidently, he sold his typewriter or something in the midst of it because he didn't have any money. And he was basically flat broke, but now it's one of the top shows on Netflix.
It actually he tried to pitch it in 2008 and it got denied.
Yeah.
No one didn't want to grab it, but now it's just insane because it really is that good. It makes people think and puts themselves in positions that a lot of people would never experience.
Okay.
And because it puts people's morality on the table, and it makes people question their character, and it makes you think about what you would do in these scenarios where life and death is at stake.
Okay.
And that's what I'll give you right there. And
that's what I enjoyed about Black Mirror.
yeah, it's Black Mirror mixed with Hunger Games, mixed with psycho death killers, some shit. It's crazy. It's really good writing. The characters, the acting is phenomenal. And I mean, it starts off, you're kind of like, okay, I know what's going on. Then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're like, oh shit. Because it's really good. I highly recommend it. 10/10. I can't wait for the next season.
Okay, Jacoby, we had some major news of a good thing that we've talked about several times on this show, which is accessibility. And apparently, because of a conversation around accessibility, there's now a accessible games database. So it says within this article, as the conversation around video game accessibility becomes more prominent, it's clear that some games just don't take the necessary steps to open up the experience they offer to players with disabilities. So recently, Stefan Spoon, the senior director of Able Gamers, criticized Deathloop on Twitter for its lack of accessibility features, which means he couldn't play and enjoy Arcane's latest immersive sim. Now, in an effort to help disabled gamers find those games that do offer the specific accessibility options they need, the nonprofit organization Dagger System has created the Accessible Games Database. So they've actually got a database that will help you get your accessibility.
That's pretty cool. And neat. Because it's Rocket League. There's one of the top Rocket League players. He is a one-armed Rocket League player, or I read a story about him. I can't remember his name. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
While you're doing that, I'll just consider considering the rest of the story, the database currently includes 144 games with accessibility options, including The Last of Us Part 2, Control, Cyberpunk 2077, and Tetris 99. Alongside being able to search for games by publishers, genre, and platforms, users can filter the database for auditory, visual, and fine motor features. Each of these filters have subcategories, which each user can specify needs like volume control, adjustable interfaces, colorblind filters, and controller customization. So Dagger Systems is a nonprofit that creates accessibility resources for disabled gamers, and they acknowledge on Twitter that the database filters are not yet final, and a small team is working on adding more
Oh my
filters
God.
to their games.
Yeah, the by the way, the guy, the Rocket League player was Ashlix or Ashlixy, ASHLLXYY. Yeah, he's the number one. He's one of the top one players in the world.
Cool.
He
Crazy.
is a one-handed player.
You know, the other stories I've seen several times been mentioned in the gaming world is EA Sports is considering changing the name of FIFA, which is the soccer game. So they're considering renaming it. I guess they're going through some licensing issues and everything. So that might be another
Probably.
thing. That,
Yeah, they're probably going through licensing issues. But, you know, I mean, they changed Tiger Woods' name to PGA, or it was PGA, then went to Tiger Woods. Now it's back to PGA.
Yeah, they said that they launched FIFA 22 on October 1st and are already reporting that 9.1 million players have played the new edition of the game. But in a statement on Thursday, I guess that was last Thursday, they suggested they were considering rebranding the series. Through years of building our global franchise, we also know that authenticity is essential to the experience. That's why we focus so much energy on the collective strength of over 300 individual licensed partners that give us access to 1,700 plus athletes across 700 plus teams in 100 stadiums and over 30 leagues around the world. So apparently, yeah, they're just going to be dealing with this partnership thing, and who knows what they'll call themselves now.
Yeah, I mean, it ends up all boiling down to money. I mean, if it opens up them to more teams, and yeah, that's more money for them.
Money.
That's really what it is.
Money.
I mean, as much as FIFA has been a sports gold mine for EA because they really have never been challenged in that arena.
Yeah. And it's huge, and it's good gaming too. People like it.
I mean, Madden is Madden.
Right.
Which is supposed to be coming out soon. Well, no, I'm sorry. That already came out.
There are games that will always sell, and that's like the 2Ks, and they can recycle them. People can make fun of them all they want, but they'll be bought.
Well,
You know, you got the dads, and you got, you know, even the kids, you know, that just want to play some football, and that's fine.
But yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were discussing how, you know, games like this have a bigger following than, you know, the traditional sports.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell them you can go outside and play football.
Because people want to like do like fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not as big anymore. Starting to play sports games, except like you said, FIFA and like Bat2K are really still really big esports. 2K is still huge on Twitch.
Well, not really, not in comparison to everything else. It is tiny.
Well, I mean, some of the big. I mean, when I get on the, sometimes I'll swing by there. They have, like the top ones have like anywhere from 6,000 to 9,000 viewers. That's still not too bad.
Well, that's what they top out at.
Hey, what do you think about, because apparently
I think it was like the most concurrent or the highest it goes is like 40 some thousand or 40 to 50,000. But then you've got Rocket League with
yeah.
So,
John, this game you're playing apparently has a lot of political and socio-economic kind of commentary.
There's
within
taxes.
it and everything.
Yep.
And there's another game that has that as well. And it was sorry what you told me. I might bring up the video because one of the things that's been coming up is, do politics belong in video games? And Giancarlo Esposito actually had something about that.
I think they belong in, and I think that's a brilliant idea because it teaches people how to like work together before they even really are in society.
So
Like you're running a society pretty much in this game.
there's in for the most part, there's what people don't realize is the same thing. Video games have a story behind them, and those stories end up having like Game of Thrones was all about politics.
Right.
Star Wars, that's a spaghetti western which talked about politics. That's really all Star Wars was. And honestly, that's in video games. From this game to, I mean, League of Legends on down. I mean, it had.
Oh, Odyssey politics was blast.
So, I mean,
You could assassinate a leader of a nation and it threw it into turmoil. It was so fun.
in Far Cry, all the whole Far Cry series, you have in the new one, you're supposed to be in an area like Cuba, and you're taking down
sounds like it was
the
based on
leader.
Cuba.
The new leader is supposed to be like Hugo Chavez. And
Far Cry 6? Oh, yeah. See, like, there's some good games coming out right now, but New World, man.
I'm curious about New World. I really am.
It's pulled
I mean, I've
me in,
been
bro.
looking at it
I'm
for a
hooked,
long
Toby. I'm hooked. Like, there's some good games out. I just don't have no interest. Let's be honest. Because I have a company on here, so I got to get on here for the people that I invited to the company. You know what I mean? So there's that.
Oh, Mark, no, you
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't realize that. I thought you still had controls. My bad.
Yeah, I have 15 people in my company, and we all work together to take over the world.
Yeah.
We're gonna do tonight, Pinky.
Yeah.
The same thing we do every night.
Mark, honestly, you got Tropico. All the
Tropico, yeah.
If you there's a genre of games called God games, basically like Sims and everything else. Where you control top down, you control everything in the city. So you got the Sims, you got Sim City, you've got Tropico, you've got Roller Coaster Tycoon, even Theme Hospital, all the others. So yeah, all that is wrapped around that. But you also have themes like even in Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto was The Wire. That's what it was.
I did not realize that. I did not realize I had not gotten out of the broadcast thing when I was doing World Edition. So my apologies.
You are just fine. That's fine.
I didn't even know.
No,
I'm just doing some questing, and this is kind of how it is. Like right now, I'm doing Treasure Island, so I got to collect silver doubloons from chest and Neopta steps. Ow!
So, like, does it do like Valheim, where if you die in a particular area, your stuff stays there?
No, you don't lose your items on death.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's hella fun. I mean, I won't lie. I'm like I said, I'm hooked.
Sounds like you are very hooked.
Yes. I was like, hey, I'll put it on and stream it. And he's like, okay. I'm almost like, all right, dude, sweet, bro. Let's do it.
I mean, I was curious about it. I want to see it actually going because
yeah, I've shown you a little bit of everything.
So
there's dungeons and stuff like that in the game too.
When you build your character, is it still is it the normal archetypes like your rogues and everything else, or is it?
It's not about when you pick your class at the beginning. It's about the weapon you have equipped and how much time you spent learning it. So here's all the weapons right now they have in the game. There'll be more. So you have Fire Staff, Life Staff, Ice Gauntlet, Musket, Bow, Spear, Great Axe, Warhammer, Hatchet, Rapier, Sword, and Shield. And based on how much time you put into a weapon is how good you are going to be with that weapon. It has nothing to do with you picking your class. It has everything to do with the picking your weapon. Do you want to be a tank? Well, then a Sword and Shield, Warhammer, or Great Axe are going to be probably your choices. Do you want a DPS? Well, then Rapier, Hatchet, Warhammer, Great Axe, Spear are going to be your choices. Range DPS. Bow is probably the fastest on DPS for like time-wise for PvE. Musket in PvP because it applies burns and stuff. And I mean magic and things. Ice Gauntlet is all about CC and keeping people crowd controlled. Fire Staff, boom, boom, bam, bam, and then Life Staff for healing. Healing's pretty much limited to the life staff, but for now. But that's how it is. It has nothing to do, and that's why I said they took something from Final Fantasy 14. Because in Final Fantasy 14, at the beginning of the game, you don't really you do kind of pick your class, but at level 10 you can change it. And it's not about picking your class like say, you're this and this. It's literally because they equip the gun. So now they're a gunner. All right, well now I want to switch to the Lancer. Well, then equip your spear. And if you've leveled up your Lancer to level 80, well then as soon as you switch, you're still a level 80, you're just a Lancer now. So it makes people have the ability to, if they level up stuff enough, they can be like, I can tank, heal, or DPS. Which one you need me to be?
Gotcha.
Without having to make a whole new character. How cool is that?
I do like that. I mean,
it's all about, because if think about it, that's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. If you had a character in a fantasy world, theoretically, he'd be able to master whatever he spent time doing.
Yeah.
Right?
So...
And wow, in the other games, you got to make a healer. You got to make it. I mean, it's cool, but this idea is dope because I can do whatever the hell I want. It's like I said, play your way.
A lot of that sounds like what they were wanting to do in Fable, because you remember Fable. If you started
Fable was a
particular
beast game.
That's what you were supposed to do. If you were an axe wielder, you would have gotten stronger and bigger. Big Gator.
Oh yeah, dude, is a big boy, bro.
He's stuck in the wall though.
I know. Look at that. Get clapped. Easy.
Are there save points or is it just?
It's just like I'm saving now. I just saved. It's one of those.
In that way.
What?
It's like Valheim and all the other.
Well, yeah. As soon as you log out, wherever you're at, it doesn't leave you. Like it's constantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bye, Mark.
I wonder if he crashed.
Ooh, I'm on level. Oh my god! They chased me all the way here, bro. These are some salty skeletons. Yeah, dude, you got to get it, bro. It's so good. I'm telling you.
Like I said, I'm really interested.
Like I'm already staying up playing late. Like it's good. We got people in here, so like there's things going on, and get a community going, bro.
Because like I said, it looks interesting. It's it's
you'll have fun.
Involved in Valheim.
Yep. The world is alive, and that's what I'm enjoying. I miss that feeling of having an alive world.
Yeah.
Really booming. A lot of things going on. I like the ADHD aspect of just sitting there cutting trees. Like literally, I could be like, I'm doing this quest. I don't feel like doing this quest anymore. I'm gonna cut this tree.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Be like, oh, I don't want to do this quest anymore. I'm just gonna cut this next tree, and then I'm just gonna go off and level my logging. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's literally do and play your way, and I think that's just brilliant. There's people all over the place. It's not limited to like Destiny where there's only so many people in one area. I mean, everyone in the server could come here if they wanted to.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone in the server could come here if they wanted to. If everyone orchestrated it and everyone's like, hey, everybody meet here. Because you can get in global chat. I don't like to go in global chat because, you get the dumb fucker idiots on there. They're like, I'm going to fuck your mom. Yeah. And you can curse in this game, but they can't get mad at someone because literally in the settings, you can turn on the language filter.
Okay.
I mean, but now you can't get banned for being racist and anything fucking stupid. Yeah. But yeah, you can curse all you want. And people can't complain or anything because you can literally turn it off.
So are you able to travel are you able to get off of the island or is it just,
No. Right now it's just this one big main island, but it's huge, bro. Like you've seen how much someone calls like, ooh, you're make the joke like, oh, you're about to play the walking simulator. Fun. But I mean, there's no mounts yet. This is just how the game is. I'm pretty sure they'll implement that later. You know, that's a smart thing to do, but not right now. They don't need to. People are just complaining about mounts because all the other MMOs that have been out for 15 years have mounts.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, look, chill your horses, guys. But I don't mind doing this. I like this time where I'm just running because, one, it lets me interact with the chat, and I kind of just enjoy these little mundane moments.
Well, I got used to all the running with Valheim and even Ark.
You can climb. Look, you can climb rock mountains as long as you have a ledge to grab onto.
Okay.
So it allows you to go some interesting areas. They make little jumping puzzles and add little interesting things like for you to find, like a chest. If you can make it up there, there's a chest. You know, cool little things. There is fall damage, but it's really reduced. So you can pretty much like jump off a mountain and just about survive depending on how much health you have.
Interesting.
So, you know, just to make that stuff fun, because fall damage honestly is super annoying.
So are you out? You're outside of your area now, aren't you?
I traveled to a different zone because I wanted a quest here. So instead of being up in the purple area like I was, which I do have quests up there, I get a little... I quest in one area, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of looking at this area, and I'll go to a whole other area because it's like a whole other. It's how I play. Some people don't understand it because they're like, dude, you didn't clear this whole area. You got to clear this whole area before you can go to the next area. I mean, I'll go down here do some questing. I'll go up here do some questing. Like, I don't care. This is how I am, though.
The area that isn't colored at the top, they're
not captured by any faction right now. They're completely open. So anyone could go in there right now, and as long as you have the money, you can buy it. And by the way, to capture the forts, these things suckers are like 100,000 gold. They are not cheap. Yeah. For you to capture a zone, like, it's money. And I plan to get my company at that one point, you know. But like in time, it's okay. Everyone's just leveling and having a good time right now.
Gotcha.
So my whole thing about in the company is have fun, no rush. Because a lot of people I got in here, like a lot of people I got in my company so far, are like we got some young ones, but we also got a couple around our age that are like, you know, they got kids and stuff. So
yeah,
they play when they can, but they love the game.
So the only way you can capture places is just by purchasing, or
no. When they're not captured. So right now they're not captured. So all the only way you need to capture it is just by buying the land.
Okay.
Because it's unclaimed.
Yeah.
So you just buy it.
So
once it's captured, then let's say Weavers wanted to capture Brightwood, where they're going to have to declare war. And then once war is declared, but it doesn't happen instantly. A timer goes off, and they say 30 minutes until the war, so it gives people time to get together. And then the war starts at the time, so it gives people time to set up. And once the war starts, it's locked to these certain forts, and they have to attack the forts. See, controlled by Syndicate.
Yeah,
controlled by Covenant. So if they're going to declare war, the battle is going to take place at the fort.
So who declares the war, though?
The mayor of the town.
Oh, so you have a mayor of the town?
Yeah. And it's a real life person. It's a real life player. And it's the governor of the clan. So let's say if we got up here before someone and we bought this area as my clan, our symbol would be here. We'd make money off of it because we own this property. The whole company would, because we have taxes. But that also comes with certain responsibilities. Like you have to upgrade the town. If you're the mayor of the town, what do you need to do? Improve the town. So it's when they say there's politics, and there's a lot more than just fighting. There is.
So if you want to, like, for example, since you're not mayor of whichever town that you're closest to, can you, like, even if it's in your faction, can you take over that town and become mayor? Or
only if they stop doing upkeep and paying, doing what they have to do.
Okay.
And it also can be taken by another faction, then it'll switch control, obviously. But if you own a house inside of one of the main places, you have to pay taxes on the house, property tax. If you don't pay property tax, you get evicted. You got to pay weekly. Huh?
Can you pillage the town or pillage the?
Well, that's what war is.
No. Like if you get evicted, can you go back in and take the house by force? Or is
No. You can't take it by force.
Okay.
You have to repay to get back into the house.
Okay.
It's nothing like that. You just have to repay and your first purchase of a house, you get it half off. But after that, dude, it's expensive, bro. It's like $10K for the tier 1 houses. The tier 2 is like $25K, and then it just keeps going up. And then all the stuff you have to buy and purchase to decorate inside of your house. But then you just can't buy anything. Well, you can if you go to the market and you want to, but you can go out and make stuff. You literally can make chairs, beds, carpets, rugs, pictures. And one of the big benefits to owning a house in this game is you get increased storage. In this game, storage is a commodity. So,
Interesting.
yes, storage, having place for, supplies, because everything's about crafting in this game.
Yeah.
There is no vendors in this game, Totovi. You don't go to an NPC and he sells you stone. Everything in this game, any sort of market, is all done through players.
Interesting.
They took away all that, so people just can't go buy what they need from vendors. So it encourages people to trade amongst each other, which is really dope.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, there's no reason. No reason. It's such a good game. You'll be hooked. Obviously, it's got its problems. There's things here and there. There's people out there complaining about it. But I'm explaining to you from my viewpoint. So, everyone is going to have an opinion. There's some people out there that think this is boring. They're like, all we do is run around. You got to cut trees. And it's just little 15-year-old brats that just don't understand the value and taking time to make something. That's all it is. Or, 20-something-year-old things that just party all the goddamn time. And it's not Call of Duty next level X Games mode, Like, what do you mean I got to cut 50 rock? What do you mean I got to go kill rabbits? I love that shit. That shit makes me happy. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's like some people out there, think Rocket League is stupid,
Yeah.
So, and they know I say to them, you don't like it because you're bad at it. And that's usually why.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
People don't like Rocket League is truly because they're bad at it. That's what I've noticed. And it's just the truth. But I'm telling you, Toby, get on here, man. Get in our community, get involved, and then we can make something beautiful here. Because we can play with up to 50 of our bros in the war at one time. You only can bring 50. That's the max. But that's sick. But if we're in the big world like this, we could get the whole clan together and go fuck up some towns.
So you could go.
We can't go into the town and fight people because there's safe zones. But we could literally go outside like 50 to 100 yards outside the town and taunt them.
Really?
Yeah, we could get the whole clan together and go out and say, get out here, in the chat, whatever we want to say, fucking losers. And, eventually, you'll touch a button and then they get their whole clan together. And all of a sudden you got a PvP war going out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And that happens at places in the map. Like there's certain hot points where there's open world PvP going on.
Okay.
I have my PvP turned off right now because I don't feel like fucking with it because it gets rather annoying.
On the map.
What?
What are the red dots on the map?
Those are corruption points, and that's PvE content.
Oh, okay.
So player versus environment.
Yeah.
And that's where everyone works together to take down corruption portals, is what they're called. And it's portals to the other side. It was the corruption veil, whatever, in the game story mode. Yeah. And they're bringing over, bad shit. Just demons, whatever they're called in this game. I'm pulling a blank right now, but you get my gist.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, bro.
That's pretty funny that you could stand outside of the town and talk.
I hope you can say how excited I am for this game, and based on my knowledge that I have so far, that it's a good game. Because I wouldn't devote the amount of time and everything I've learned in this short. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The ruins, and then working to harness the power of Azoth within them.
But yes, sir, dude, I'm getting hungry, brother. I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
I know we don't have a little bit longer left, but I actually was going to ask you, since we're going to split it up into 2 days, are we just going to do like an hour and an hour?
Well, we may do the one at late at night let that run long. And
I don't mind letting that run along because there might be a night where I'd be fine. But last night I was just so tired, bro.
Yeah.
I told you I picked up that part-time job, and I don't get off till about midnight. So like,
Oh, wow. Okay.
On Wednesday I get up because Ezra still wakes up. He don't care what time I went to bed.
Yeah.
They don't care. And so I was up since 6 with like 4 hours of sleep, and then at 9 that's why I was so like just kind of goofy. I was just so tired, and I had a beer or two, so I was feeling toasty ghosty.
Yeah, because I was thinking, make this one run maybe about an hour and a half at the most, but the one at night, just let it ride. Because boy, we got
that's just fun. Yeah, that's just fun for sure.
After you got off, we started getting into Morgan was talking about going to New York because Jahan jumped on, and man, that got hilarious last night.
Dude, buy New World. You won't regret it, Jatovi. I promise. Yeah. And there's people playing it, so it's not like you. Every time you get on, like in the company, we're like, "What's up?" And we got helpful people in here. Obviously, there's people from my Twitch that's in there.
Yeah,
and then we get you up to level, and you get to the far end game content, dude. We can co-stream stuff together. And like, think about it. When we like do the wars together, we could literally live stream it.
True. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That makes content right there. And you pull people that aren't even like, hey guys, we're streaming the war. They're like, oh fuck, I want to come watch. So yeah, dude, pick it up, dude. I'm telling you.
And then another big reason why I was looking at New World is because I've got the I don't know how violent it gets because
it's seen what it's seen. That's it. That's the violent.
Do you have pistols or?
Yes, there's guns and bows. That's it. And
I got
ice gauntlets. You shoot ice and fire. I mean, there's fire staff.
Yeah, I just got to.
But there's no blood.
Yeah, I got to figure out how I'm going to work that in some of the because I've got a bunch of things coming up from the land and different lands happening. So I've got to see if I can get Amazon on board to see if I can get this at one of the lands that should have a ton of people, and we could see if we can get 100 people in a war at the actual land. So,
well, they'd all have to be. They'd all have. You can't like. I mean, you have to be way later because we all need to be like level 50. So they'd have to grind out the levels, each individual character, and then we have to get 50 people in our company. The war. You can't start doing wars until you're level 50.
Okay.
Like, and I want you to understand that I put 60 hours in here, and I'm at level 28, bro.
Okay.
So this is something long term. This isn't something like next week, because they didn't make this game to be beaten in a week, or 2 weeks. It's meant to be played for years. So everything takes time. And I'd be farther ahead if I actually leveled. But like I said, I actually go and cut trees and level up my mining, and that shit takes time. So you get experience for everything you do, but you get the most from questing, obviously. So like if you cut a tree, you get experience for it. But it's like 18 experience. But you cut 100 trees,
And so you can make your own is it your own dedicated server that has a particular amount of people in it, or?
Oh no. You have. I'll just show you real quick. Here, let's go. Exit to main menu. You have. So you're gonna be U.S. East. I'm on U.S. East. So think of U.S. East. That's like America. So that's America, and then you're gonna pick a realm. So you're going to pick 2 states inside of America where you can make a character. If you kind of get my gist.
Yeah.
So you view worlds. So each one of these is an individual world. And it tells you the population, medium, low. Like, this is why I said they don't have server problems anymore. Look how many servers there are now.
Yeah.
They threw them hundreds at it.
Okay, so you can't like technically create your own world, like
no, you can't. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. No, but so we're on U.S. East, and we are on High Brazil. World set Arcadian Capital. So that's where you would come when you make a character, and then they only allow 2 characters per thing, and the whole idea is to have one character where you level, and maybe make another character where all he does is farm and cut and mine. Stuff if people wanted to do that. But see that, yeah, there's no reason to make a million characters, to have a tank, to have a heal, to have a DPS, because this one guy that I made, he can do it all, baby. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. So, and there's my little baddie right there, looking like a beast. But yeah, man, there's our little faction symbol over here, shows your level, and that's the realm I'm on, High Brazil.
Okay.
And, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think you'd really like it for sure.
Yeah, because I got an idea. I got a couple ideas because, like I said, I got a big land coming, so I'm a.
Well, I got another streamer that's in my company too. So
okay. Yeah, I think I may end up getting it.
Well, like I said, there's no sub fee, so once you buy it, you own it, and that's pretty cool. So,
because I know they have the DLCs coming at some point.
Yep, they will. There's no, yeah, for this game, they're definitely going to be bringing it. But man, I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
I am so hungry. I'm not going to lie. But
That's
yeah, if we
the rest of the
keep this one like a simple hour, we can make if you're cool, like make the Thursday hour one. Since not that we don't do it Wednesday, but we can make the Thursday hour one focused around like news, entertainment, and like maybe have a game playing in the background or something.
Yeah, because
just that hour.
Game playing in the background is a big thing. And then we'll probably
talk like I like when we talked about movies last time. That was kind of cool. We talked about a couple new releases coming out. Like we talked about Squid Game. Like I don't mind talking about some pop culture a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just basically talking about everything.
Because it creates what's popular right now. It creates conversation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, dude, check out Squid Game. Let me know next time we're on the podcast. Because if you watch it, next time I see you, you'll be like,
I'm gonna watch it. I need you to check out Star Wars Visions, though.
I will. You know, actually, I'll go watch the first episode after this. I'm hungry.
If you watch the first episode, you're gonna watch the rest of them. Because
I know I will. I already planned on it.
Because good God, boy,
dude, are you ready for My Hero World Missions, the movie?
Yeah, I am.
Dude, it looks so good, bro. I'm so pumped. Right, I want to go eat, dog.
We can talk all day.
All right, later, dog.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Later, podcast. Have a good day, guys.
All right, we'll close the show out, everybody. We'll see y'all next Wednesday at 9:00 at night for the after hours party. And then we'll see you on Thursday at 12 o'clock for that hour. And we'll have some chit chatting. Come on and join. If you chime in, I may invite you into the conversation to go live with us. But we'll see you guys next week.
Being able to represent yourself as who you are helps others to speak for themselves.
I'll say, as I know right now, the Star Trek and Marvel universe are connected, but there is the multiverse, so you never know.
Who's her? You know her. Don't pretend you don't.
I know her. I've known her my whole life, literally. So,
are you going to toss it off to me again?
I mean, no. I'm tossing it to Janora. Janora is going to have to introduce herself.
Ladies' Day.
Yes.
Wait.
I don't think there's a video game that simulates what it's like to have a family.
What?
Definitely simulation game.
Are you kidding? I get left burned on fire. My mom leaves the stove on. That ain't a family. My house burns down half the time.
That's exactly what that's